I had a phone call from Indo on Thursday evening. He suggested that we go out on an outing to see the different areas of Perth, the Sunday market in Gosnell, and the other areas of excitement and interest. He even told me that he has just refurbished this property that he wants to sell and would like me to come over to have a look at the property. I checked my astrological chart and Sunday was good since it had the moon touching my moon in the 9th house. So that is good for any emotional contacts, business dealings, and information gathering. I have Venus in the 2nd house of the horoscope. So this could be a very enjoyable and profitable time for outings, meetings, and social get-together. My Sun and Mercury was in the 4th house. So this brings good communion and communication in regards to close relationship, family affairs, and property matters. So I told him, okay, Sunday, and we are on. He brought me to this big Gosnell market that is quite a distance away from the heart of Perth. I enjoyed observing all the wares that were sold in the market. Fruits were cheap. I bought some for home and family. And there were all these beautiful photos, antiques, and even they had a wonderful place for dining with different exotic food on offer. Passing through the market, the aroma of coffee was so pleasing that I even ordered a cup of it. What excited me the most about this Gosnell market was the old locomotive that they had stationed in it. I told Indo to please take some photograph of myself. I want to keep it for memory. And after about 2 hours observing the market and enjoying all the festivities and activities that are happening indoor, I was asked by Indo that if I'm ready to go and visit his home, his new property that he is putting on the market. I asked him a simple question. How fast do you want this property to be sold? He told me, as early as yesterday if possible. I said, okay. I said, I need you to buy 2 green fruit. And we went to the fruit section, looking around, and we wanted to buy 2 bananas, and they were all yellow. So the obvious choice was pear, which were nice and green. I told him, I cannot buy it for you because it's your property, you have to buy it. I need to do some offering using my ancient method and art of learning how to appease the spirit of the home. So he bought the 2 pairs and we went visiting his property. Before we could even step to the door, there was already prospective buyers viewing the place. The moment I went through the door of his new home and property, I had a good feeling, a good vibe that this property will be sold, but I need to tweak a little bit in regards to the Feng Shui, the spiritual environment, and to appease the spirit of the home, so that when people come into the home, they feel that, wow, I want this property. So while the buyers was looking at the property, and it is definitely beautifully done up. Outside, it has a rustic old look, but when you go into the property, it's totally like a new home. He changed the setting of the kitchen. He put in new cupboards. The place was so spacious. So I told him to excuse me, I need to go to the back of the house. I went to the back of the house. There was this large shed. So what I did was, I went behind the shed. I felt a strong spiritual spot for the home. I put the 2 pairs there, went into a temporary chant and kind of spoke into the spiritual language and the spiritual world to help my dear friend so that he can sell his property. No offense to making all these renovations without consulting the spirit of the home. And here is my offering, and I thank you for all your help and assistance. And this was, when you speak to the spirit, it is normally communication of the mind. We do not speak in words, but we communicate through the mind. And we feel the spiritual world and get connected to the masters of the property. Then, when I came out, I walked around just to sense if there's any trouble spots that need clearance, but there were none. It's only good Feng Shui that is around because of that rightful changes that was made for the home. I met up again with Indo, and he asked me what do I think. I told him this property will be sold, and quickly. He was happy, soul lifted, spiritually comfortable. I said, we have appeased the spirit of the home, and I believe it will be so. Observing the prospective buyer that was looking at the home, there was a kind of reverent silence, but I could see from the body language and the eyes of the buyers that they were more than keen to pick up the property. After all said and done, in fact, we went for a dinner at Spencer Village. We wanted to have a bit of a bite, and Asian was the choice, or my choice. At Spencer Village, I had roasted duck with beautiful sweet meat to go with it, and it was yummy. He had a kway teow, that is fried noodles, Asian style, and he said, it is mouth-watering delicious. So we chat along furthermore, and he told me that if he do not sell this property, he will be set back financially, and the interest will start to eat up on the profits. I told him to have faith, to believe in good things will happen, and you will hear good news. The very next day, he had a call from his broker to say that there is an offer on the property exactly to the amount he has requested. And pending finances, the property is already on offer. A week later, the bank approved the loan and the property was sold. And I was so happy for my dear friend Indo, since it was his first property development and investment, and it all went fine and dandy for him. And this gave him more confidence to move forward in life, to doing bigger and better things. And he told me that before long he'll be buying a good piece of property, a piece of land in fact, that he wants to build on. I told him, good luck to you. My name is Roy Rugdee from Roy Rugdee channel. Cheers.